Hello, caller. Hello?
Hey, is it me? Is it me?
It is you. You are live on the radio.
Hey, how's it going, Uncle Henry? It's Chauncey the Cheater calling. I'm doing a cold open for the Not Even a Show right now. I think you're familiar with the Not Even a Show. You know one of my coworkers, Tech Head Terry.
Oh yeah. The Canadians.
Yeah, that's right. Well, one of the guys is from Canada. We don't talk about him. We live out in Homestead, Florida. But basically, Murky's the guy who does the cold opens normally. I'm part of Murky's Minions, so he had a big streak last season. He got everyone, and he got some people he's trying to pay it forward. I'm one of those minions, but my big thing is I'm a cheater, and so I don't call new shows. I call shows that have already appeared on the Not Even a Show and are already familiar with it, so I'm basically cheating. But all I need you to do is say, let's start the show, and then Chauncey the Cheater wins again.
All right, so I can help you by saying, let's start the show.
Boom, baby, Uncle Henry, we love you. Nice to see you back on the channel. Hope things are well. Bye.
All right, thank you very much. That was somebody watching online. I don't know how to explain this to you, the radio listener, but there's a group of people that derive entertainment from calling they call talk shows, they call other streaming shows or something like that.
Forget everything that you think you know, 'cause NEAS is now a show. We got the pranks, yeah, we got the pranks, yeah, no need for angst, yeah, we got the pranks, yeah, we got the pranks, yeah, we got the pranks, yeah, no need for thanks, yeah, we got the pranks, yeah, Chris and the pranksters trolling on the phone, when he's calling shitty people leaving in their own hole, and then clear out your brain, now forget what you know, it's NEAS, the show, it's NEAS, the show.
Hey, give it up for your host, Chris One.
Oh, good, you found it. It's me again. It's Chris One. I'm the host, and this is NEAS The Show. I have some great news for you. I managed to negotiate the return of the premise and the punchline for my monologue. Unfortunately, we weren't able to pick which premise went with which punchline. They're just being picked at random. So here's this week's monologue joke. What do you get when you mix a public pool with the 1984 Summer Olympics? The answer: Philadelphia Flyers mascot Gritty. Anyways, let's head over to the couch. And now I'm over at my desk, and I love sitting down at my desk. One of the main things I like about it is that if you stand up for too long, your feet can get sore, and then when you sit down, well, I'll tell you what, that pain is gone. And I do want to actually ask a quick question just to my producer. I noticed there's somebody else in the green room, another potential guest. This time I don't recognize them, though. Who is that?
That's a guy I met outside who said he wanted to kill you.
Okay, and we want to keep those people generally out of the building. Thanks. But anyways, let's get on with the episode, and it is a beauty, folks, as we've got a Butch segment, we've got a Mouse Patrol segment, and we've got a wonderful Patriot Pete Stolen Valor segment. First, though, the prank stars have reclaimed their spot leading off the episode as they got the former mayor of New York City, Rudy Giuliani, as well as Jesse Lee Peterson. And I'll tell you what, you're not going to believe what they convinced Jesse Lee Peterson to say on his own show. Check it out.
You don't want them to pull your card, because the prank stars, they prank hard.
Let me go to Air, a first-time call. I'll come back to Darnell. Air is a first-time call out of New York. First-time call out of Eric. Welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Jesse, good morning to you.
How you doing, sir?
Good. I attended...
no man is good. All is well.
Yeah, absolutely. But yesterday, kind of somber day for me. I attended Memorial Day parade, and it was an emotional one for me because I recently lost my uncle, former U.S. Navy Reserve, former police officer, died in the line of duty serving our country. I wonder if you could just give him a rest in peace.
May his soul rest in peace, man.
Yeah, can you just say? I know he was a big fan of yours. Name was Officer Christopher Dorner.
Well, may Officer Christopher Dorner's soul rest in peace. I
He did a
really,
lot of great work.
I really appreciate the men who sacrificed their lives for us like that, man. That's amazing.
He did make a lot of sacrifices, and I appreciate you saying that for Christopher Dorner.
And to sacrifice like that, and then see a bunch of thugs go around and destroy the country that this man, Christopher Dorner, gave his life for, is mind-blowing to me.
All right. Hey, Jesse, thank you. That means a lot coming from you.
Right on. You're welcome, buddy. I
All
mean
right,
that, too.
Take care.
I mean that, too.
Take care. Have a good day.
You too, buddy. I wish you well. Amazing. This is why we can't sit back and let these race hustlers
destroy America.
Men are dying. Police officers are getting up every morning and night and wherever they're going to work. Oh, Christopher Dorner was a cop killer? See, I understand. Nick James is telling me that was another troll. Christopher Dorner is a cop killer.
Let's go to Phil in the Bronx.
Hi,
hello,
Rudy.
Phil.
How are you?
I'm good.
I'm a proud Italian American. My family came here to Ellis Island 100 years ago, and I'm married to a beautiful Mexican American woman whose family came here legally 30 years ago, and they're the hardest working family you'll ever meet. And their family has a saying that I believe sums up the behavior of the Democrats lately, and it goes, pardon my Spanish, ¿Por qué tu casaste con tu prima idiota?
Which means?
Why'd you marry your cousin?
I must break you.
Well, the level of your educational and intellectual experience and your intellectual level is certainly matched by your inability to pronounce Spanish. Where do I find these people? Oh, well, I think maybe he's illiterate. So let's go to Bill.
Hey, Mr. Mayor.
Hey, Bill, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm okay.
So I was actually calling. I used to work in a bar in Long Island that was hit pretty significantly by COVID, but thankfully they're now starting to get back on their feet. But
do you work there?
My question to you. Sorry?
Do you work there?
I used to.
Well,
I live in Poughkeepsie now. But my question to you is, why did you leave such an awful mess in our bathroom, sir?
Oh boy, we just had on a woman who risked her life to warn us about what the Chinese communists did to us, so that it won't happen again. And I don't know.
Memorial Day is the Super Bowl for stolen valor calls, and so we got our favorite Patriot and also your favorite Patriot, Patriot Pete, to call some shows and do what he does best. Check it out.
I am a patriot, are you a patriot? You better be a patriot or you will pay.
And Caller, you're with us this morning. I hope all is well on your end and you had a great weekend.
Hi, is it me?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Hey, Joe, I did have a good weekend, long weekend, actually. What'd you do to celebrate the old Memorial Day, show your respect for this country?
Well, in fact, we continue to highlight stories of service on this program on a nearly daily basis. And on Monday, we gave our friends over at Signal Fire Media an opportunity as Marine Corps veterans and active duty hosts of the Monday program from 6 to 7. We gave them our airwaves to pay tribute to the servicemen and women of our country.
That's beautiful, Joe. I love to hear that. That's wonderful. Did you serve yourself?
No, I did not, which is why I dedicate much of the free time and volunteer aspects of what we do here to organizations that help
the men and women who serve our country.
I mean, I like to hear that, too, that you're continuing. I like to hear that every day because that's my big worry. Oh, it's Memorial Day. Now it's over. For me, it's Memorial Week. For me, it's Memorial Month. For me, it's Memorial Year. For me, it's my life. I'm a patriot. I believe that this is the greatest country that has ever existed, and I believe that those who served and helped protect our freedom deserve so much respect. I didn't serve myself either. I did not serve due to some medical stuff. But I have so much respect for what they do. I actually, there's an Army surplus store in my town. I'm sure there probably is one where you are as well. And they have old Army outfits and stuff. And out of respect this Memorial Day, I went out and I bought one and I wore it out on Memorial Day, and I found that it was, a much different experience. A lot of people thank you for your service, and I got to experience that, and I'll tell you what a life those guys live.
Well, thank you for the call, sir, at 910-299-7535. Well, that's an interesting story.
859-405 Mark is our number, 895-562-4075. Pete in Homestead, Florida. How you doing, Pete?
I'm doing okay. Mark, did you ever serve in the military, just out of curiosity?
No, I never did.
I basically did. I'm a patriotic person. I think today's my big Memorial Day is my big day. It's a day that's most important to me.
Yeah.
I have an America First attitude. I have so much respect for the military. I like I said, I didn't personally serve either, but I appreciate them and respect them so much. Like, there's an Army surplus store in my town, and I actually, I went ahead and I grabbed a uniform, and I wear that around sometimes, especially on a day like today, Memorial Day, where I'll get a lot more respect when I go out to.
Hang on one second. Yeah, I don't know.
That sounded like Steve the cop.
I don't think that.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, thanks so much for the call. We really sort of appreciate that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Showstoppers.
I don't get enough respect, yeah, I want more. And so I go down to the Army surplus store. Thank you for your service, that's what they'll say. Free meals, free haircuts, yeah, I'll never pay. Stolen valor is so nice. Make them think you sacrifice.
Mouse Patrol is a segment where we call a host and basically say that there's a mouse in the studio and hope that the host freaks out. What we didn't count on was a host that's so unstable that he just loses his mind and completely melts down at the idea of us saying there's a mouse. I present to you the Mouse Meltdown.
Let's talk to Ryan. Hey, Ryan, welcome to the show.
Hello, how are you, sir?
Fine, thank you.
All right, well, good to hear, good to hear. I was telling the young man who answered your phone, I have a lot of military family, but Watching now, it appears that on the bobbleheads on the shelf behind your left shoulder, behind the bobbleheads, I saw a white mouse peek out for half a second, and then it darted back.
You got the class. Let me tell you something. You got the class. You know, we know exactly what you are.
Man, you got some class.
We're sitting here talking about folks that fought and died.
Drop him, please.
That fought and died for our country. And you come on here and make jokes. Freaking loser. You're a loser, you know that? And I'll tell you what, Mr. freaking comedian, call Jake back and give him your contact information, and I'll call you personally, you freaking loser. And I've never served in the military. You're not insulting my family or anything, but I'll meet you any place, anytime, and I will see if a size 11 can fit up your rear end. Not because you did that to my radio show, but because you chose to dishonor when we're sitting there talking about people on Memorial Day that gave for this country. You're a freaking loser, and I'll show you what. So call Jake back and give him your contact information, and let's get together, big shot. Let's get together. And let me show you somebody who's never fought in the military, who's never had a family. I don't have the resume that some of these other men and women do, but I still know a loser when I hear one, and I'm going to stick a size 11 right up your tail if I ever see you. Loser. Don't you ever call my show again. Call the People's Show again on any time. I don't want to sit here and debate you because you're a freaking loser. But how dare you when we're trying to have a conversation about the men and women that died for this country? You are a loser. Oh.
Piss me off.
Bobby, welcome to the show.
Oh, hey, is this me?
Go ahead.
Oh, hey, Doug. How are you doing?
Go ahead. What do you got for us this evening?
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, I was saying, I think the previous caller, I saw a mouse run by too. I don't think they were joking.
Go ahead.
So, yeah, I do think there's a mouse in your studio.
Drop the idiot, please. Holy shit. Jake, did you get their number for me?
I'm going to take care of this.
Butch manages to endear himself to all of these crazy right-wing radio hosts, and I'm not quite sure what to do with that information yet, but here's him talking to one of his old friends, and just an old guy as well, Raeford Brown. Check it out.
Well, he loves to talk, but he don't know much. He's your favorite caller, and his name is Butch.
Well, we got a caller. Who's this? Good morning.
Hey, it's Butch.
Hey, Butch, where you been, boy?
If I've been, to be honest with you, I've been trying to call in the show, but I guess I dialed on the wrong number, and so I thought you guys is not being answering my calls.
You've been dialing the wrong number?
Yeah, I guess so. In a hindsight, I guess I have. Hello, Dee Dee.
Dee Dee's not here.
Dee
This
Dee is not here anymore. She's not working with us anymore.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. This is Kelly.
This is Kelly.
I'm one of the favorite callers of a Raeford. I like to talk on politics, a big fan on the show, and basically pretty much a good caller to talk on politics about it on the show.
Well, that's good.
What's got your
What's on your mind?
going today? You
Oh,
got your motor running.
Kelly, that's a open a can of worms. You say that, or what's on a butcher mind?
So what's on a butcher mind?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Well. So I'm confused. Is there an election that coming up on election?
Yeah, in 2022.
Next year, yeah.
There's a possibility of municipal elections. There will be some in North Carolina, but there's a good possibility that in Jacksonville,
municipal elections.
Yeah, city elections. Yes.
Basically for the city, it's an election for the city. Basically for mayor and everything, and other thing. Basically exactly. But it's always elections. You notice that?
I know.
Yeah.
Well, no, but this is a good point. That my friend, he knows more on politics, but we were talking about it, and I think it's a good point. It's always elections, and always campaigns. Never time to do things to help on a people working class like Butch. It's always just people doing campaigns trying to make votes for next time, and it makes a bad politics.
I'm not going to argue with that. I think you're right. A lot of times they spend too much time campaigning and not enough time actually doing what they said they were going to do once they got elected. I feel you on that. Agreed.
Thank you, Raeford. You feel the Butch on that?
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot more emphasis placed by people who want to be in office on getting there.
But I'm run on Homestead at Florida Congressional 26th District to win on a Congress to go on election. But I'm after I do a campaign, if I win, I'm gonna get right to it.
Okay, so you're running down in Homestead?
Homestead, Florida. That's where I move.
If you're running on a congressional for a congressional seat there, they have that every 2 years.
Yeah.
So 2022 would be yours. Your next
That's
one.
right. That's right. 2022 is mine. And can I use that on for a campaign? 2022 is mine.
Yeah. Send me $1 because I came up with the idea.
Thanks, Raeford. You're a fun guy. You're a fun guy, Raeford. I miss you a lot, and I love you a lot, like a father, basically, and I'd love to hang out with you sometime, but I live too far away. All right, bye.
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 That's our buddy.
Well, we made it to the end of another one. Congratulations to you for watching the whole thing, unless you didn't watch the whole thing, in which case, tisk tisk and shame on you. And if you want some more, head over to the Patreon at patreon.com/notevenashow. We've got more Jesse Lee Peterson and an Officer Steve call over there. And I should check in with my co-host, Chris, too. Chris, too, you have been awfully quiet. Is there any reason for that?
I ruptured my penis ball at the beginning of the show.
All right, then that explains it. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Have a great, what day is it? I guess life.